What is going on, guys? Expel here, and today we are going to be taking an inside look on the HOLOCARDS in the new Ratchet and Clank game coming out on April 12th. Before we go into any detail, I'm going to go ahead and play the clip for you. That way you can look at it yourself, and then I'm going to go ahead and break it down for you. So I'm going to go ahead and play the clip right now. Now, first things first, you're going to be seeing on your screen the basically logo for Al's Workshop. If you want to see that, you can basically just look up the gameplays online. I can show it to you. I'll probably end up showing it to you in a later video, along with the playthrough that's going to be on my channel, but that's not what we're talking about right now. Anyway, first things first, that is going to be followed by a Rhino card. Reason being, this video was taken from the exact moment where you pick up your very first Rhino card, directly after you talk to the guy who talks about the Rhino, right? So basically, after that, it's gonna say, congrats, you've collected your first Rhino card, okay? And on the right side, you're gonna see a couple things, and a few of those I kind of want you to look at. First things first, at the top, I'm not quite sure what it's saying plus 5% for, but it is giving you 5% more something, okay? And what I'm saying is, on the bottom, you're going to see the symbol for the Raritanium, okay? I'm assuming this is going to make it so that Raritanium is more often like visible, or more often like it pops up so that you can get it. Like whenever you kill an enemy, Raritanium will come out of their bodies more often. That's 5% more often, which is pretty cool. That's actually a lot, okay? That's like 1/20th of a percent more than normally. So 1 out of 20 enemies, basically. Next thing, it's going to say to switch between your normal HOLOCARDS and your Rhino HOLOCARDS, press L1 or R1. I'm assuming that only happens whenever you pick up that specific HOLOCARD, and you're going to see why in just a couple minutes. At this moment, the person playing this does switch over, and it says, unlike normal HOLOCARDS, you cannot trade for Rhino cards, and they do not give you any bonuses for completing your sets. So, if you do not know, for these HOLOCARDS, to redeem them, some of them you're going to have to take them to the people, some of them vendors. It's just different things each time. And at the bottom left, you're going to notice that it also says duplicates, which means you're going to be able to sell these duplicates to the vendor people for either Raritanium or bolts. I don't know quite which one it is yet, but it's leaning on the bolt side in my mind. I'm just assuming that it's going to be bolts instead of Raritanium. But in the case of the Rhino, you're going to be taking it back to the guy, and if you ever played the very first Ratchet and Clank, it's basically where Quark was at. Now, I do have a video on my channel currently that shows the cutscene of the man who I'm talking about, but basically you go the same way that you went to find Captain Quark within the city where you do the holoboard races. I'm not going to really try and ruin everything for you in this commentary over the HOLOCARDS, but I do want to explain just a couple things about it. Now, you can see on the HOLOCARDS, right, the Rhino is not the only HOLOCARD set you have within that. Okay, you've got Rhino 2 as well, and then past that, you also have Rhino 3. But I do also want to talk about that there's only 3 cards that you have to get this. Now, if you remember back in the days of Ratchet and Clank, like the very first Ratchet and Clank, you know that you had to get 150,000 bolts. Now, most people didn't get that. Most people, they got their bolts in the second playthrough, and then they got the Rhino. However, it's not as useful within the second playthrough. So, it'd be pretty cool to get it within the first, and it makes it pretty easy to do that in the new Ratchet and Clank on PS4, because all you have to do is get 3 cards. Now, on the contrary, to get the Rhino 2 and the Rhino 3, you have to get 3 more cards for each. And on your screen now, you can see where it shows the Rhino 2 and the Rhino 3, which is pretty dang cool that they have that. But just in depth so that you guys understand how to use these holo cards. Basically, all you have to do is get the holo cards, which you're going to find at random locations, I'm assuming with like throughout the game. Your first holo card for the Rhino is going to be directly after you talk to the guy. Like, as soon as you're walking out, before you walk out, he gives you a Trespasser. Okay, and the Trespasser is used to unlock things. I like the new unlocking mechanism. It seems a lot more clean, a lot better, and it's a lot cooler in general. So that's pretty awesome. But after that, you pick up the holo card, and that's when this pops up. Right now, you're gonna see just a little glimpse on your screen of the new pause menu. Okay, it's not that different from what it was in the original Ratchet and Clank. However, you can see that it says weapons, gadgets, card collection, map, extras, options, and quit. Now, if you remember from all of the old Ratchet and Clank, all of the PS2, PS3, all of this, the extras hold the best stuff. So that's going to be a topic for another video, guys. But if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop the video a like and subscribe for more awesome content coming out each and every day, guys. Thanks so much, and peace out.